Good day. Hello, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Another batch of 5 vehicles. We thought last week we had 8. We thought maybe...
It was such a huge deployment and I missed it. Like...
No chance.
No.
And our sort of chief quality assurance person said, oh, you know, we had a lot last week. Maybe this week we will skip. I said, no, we're not skipping.
Never.
So, yeah, what
Let's
we've got
begin.
today.
So the first car of this deployment is a classical van, Volkswagen Transporter, and it's a special van because this is the last car of our Christmas tree trucks campaign. Finally,
Yeah.
woohoo!
We didn't reach summer yet, so it's good we managed to get the last truck to the Christmas tree campaign.
Yeah,
and
it was fundraised by joint efforts by 3 fundraisers. It was Silicon Curtain channel, it was
Easter Border and Political Drain.
Political Drain, yeah.
Basically, I think Jonathan from Silicon Curtain, he raised a bit more than he was supposed to. And then Easter Border as well, and Political Drain also had some effort. So basically someone has managed to get a bit more than expected. Someone got a little bit, and all together, you know, it all matters, and we've got this this van.
Yeah, and it will support the 2nd Army Corps, namely 13th Brigade Khartia, which is quite famous in Ukraine, and we are happy to support them with this van.
Yeah, basically the guys are dealing with some reconnaissance, and they also need to sort of move a lot of equipment, so this van will be a beautiful one. This one is, as you see, it has nothing on the back, so it's a cargo van, but it's a 4x4. So if it needs to go to some tough areas, it will make it. So Silicon Curtain, Jonathan, Easter Border, Political Drain, guys,
Thank you.
Awesome. Christmas tree finally officially
Woohoo!
done.
And as we finished our Christmas tree trucks campaign, we are moving on to our spring campaign.
Easter Pisanki campaign.
Yeah.
There you go.
And this is already the 3rd car from this campaign, which was fundraised by Greg Terry and Professor Gerdes. I just came back from my trip where I drive like the previous car from the campaign, and I'm happy that we are sending already the 3rd one to 82nd Brigade.
Yeah, also some cool guys, they've been checking with me casually, like, hey Ivan, how are you? Because
Happy Easter, by the way.
yeah. Happy Easter, by the way, but where's our truck? Because they've been waiting for quite some time. We were supposed to get them a truck from a different campaign, and we had an issue with a different campaign. It didn't go. So it's really cool that Greg Terry, Professor Geddes, and all this community managed to get a bit of extra, let's say, to cover, you know, some of the requests where other campaigns didn't work out that well.
By the way, the soldiers that I drove the previous car, they looked at the car and they saw the photo of Greg on the sticker, and they were like, oh, we know him, he was here, we remember him, say hi. So Greg, thank you, and the soldiers remember you and are really grateful.
And a few words about this car. So this is a Fiat full track. For somebody who doesn't know, this is like Mitsubishi L200. It's basically the same car, just with the Fiat logo on it. So it's a good, solid, it's 2017. This one, the fresher one, we don't armor them because, you know, they are a little bit, they're a bit more vulnerable to the armor. So this one we keep, you know, as they are, just make sure we paint them the way soldiers want it. And yeah, so 2017, pretty fresh one. Mitsubishi L200 AK Fiat full track.
It's like a princess car, do you know why?
No. Why?
Because money for this car were fundraised at the ball in London. So it came from there. Thanks Tatiana Loskutova for organizing this ball, and also our Nika from our team was like a co-organizer of this event, and we are really grateful for them. And this one has a beautiful name, Loskutun, because it will like
it's
how
like
to translate?
Tickle, like
yeah.
Tickler or something like that.
So it will
maybe
tickle.
put in the comment, you know, what that would be like.
Yeah.
Someone who makes it tickles.
So it will tickle the nerve of our enemy in the Kharkiv region, and it will support the Kraken unit.
I wonder if that makes any sense. Like in Ukrainian, tickle the nerve means the stuff. I wonder if in English that makes any sense.
Maybe there is like a phrase that that is.
Put in the
similar.
comment, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna tickle the nerves of our enemy. and fundraised by the ball. And this one is going to
Kraken.
Kraken. Yeah, you already
the
mentioned it. Kraken. Yeah, tough guys. Yeah, I've seen some of their work, and it's good to be able to help these guys. And Nika, who doesn't know, she's helping to process all the requests that we receive from the frontline.
Huge job.
Actually, the toughest from her job is to say no, because we get so many requests that very often we have to say no, or we have to postpone or delay. So she's doing a lot, but also she's making sure that we giving the cars to the right people, to the people who are sort of who are doing the fight. And she has to evaluate and do all this process.
Yeah, so thank you, Tatiana, thank you, Nika. The car is going. Jubilee car, the 20th car from 50 States for Ukraine campaign. And it was also fundraised by joint efforts by 4 states. It was North Carolina, Ohio, New Hampshire, and
Colorado, the state
Colorado.
where I actually learned English.
Yeah, really?
So both Colorado and Ohio are very important states for me, because that's where I spend my summer as a student, in Colorado and in Ohio.
Aww.
Not in North Carolina, not in New Hampshire, never been there, but in those two.
Not yet.
But I certainly will. And yeah, relentless courage, I think that's...
It's such a beautiful name for the car.
Yeah, kudos to Stefan for coming up with different names. Dushnila I love the most, but relentless courage will do.
It's a really poetic name, and it goes actually to a really courageous unit, the 3rd Army Corps, of course. So yeah.
And tough Toyota Hilux. We have some patches here, also New Hampshire, and there will be some others. Obviously, Colorado, 50 States for Ukraine, all the patches here, and very important, Hilux. They're tough. You see, this one is strong, has armor on the door, has armor on the back here, has armor here from the back. Has also got some spare tires just in case. And we see how FPV drones are hitting. Of course, if it's a direct hit, then it will not be able to withstand the hit. But if it's nearby, having this extra layer of protection, because EW is great. I mean, EW, electronic warfare, can jam the signal. But when the drones are flying into you and they hit nearby, having some metal here actually on front as well, that's always good. And this one is 63. That's 2013 Toyota Hilux. Tough, also fresh, and low mileage, and it's got some power in it.
Perfect. If you remember, we told about the big convoy that contained from 10 cars from our friends Give Care. So this is the 5th car that we are deploying from this campaign, and thanks to Salvatore and Arnoud, this car is here. But it's a confidential information where this car goes. We will send it in the private message to Salvatore and Arnoud, because the guys asked not to tell where it goes. So
it's going to the east.
The secret car. Yeah. Tough point. A secret car. Secret mission.
And that one is actually 1998 Honda CR-V, but our mechanics and our sort of quality assurance team said actually that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And it's way above the average by the conditions of it, how people took care of that. It's very simple. It doesn't have too much, electronics to brake. So it's a good, reliable 4x4, pretty high ground clearance. That's a good one to have when you are sort of off-roading, when you are far away from civilization and far away from fancy parts. And actually, interesting thing I thought right now is we have a donated car, we have a 50 States for Ukraine, we have another campaign from London, we have Easter Preston, we have Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's
a
mix.
Actually, yeah, and it actually shows the power of having different work that we're doing on different fronts, let's say. And
it's so valuable to see how different communities unite to help and to support one big mission. Wow.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Exactly. Exactamente. Genau. Perfect. And folks, as you see, different campaigns, different trucks, and with this sort of setup where we are right now with Zhenya, we'd like to thanks once again everyone for supporting different campaigns, different time, 50 States, Christmas tree. So if you are somewhere in the United States and you want to lead a campaign for your state, please join, send us a message. If you got a car that you want to donate, doesn't matter if it's in EU or if it's in the United States, send us a message. We'll check it out, how doable it is. Or if you just want to support, we have a few active campaigns. Easter Pisanki is ongoing. We have several fundraisers who just starting, so there is still chance to support, and 50 states as well. You can support, you can donate.
Don't be shy, don't hesitate, and your help really means a lot for us.
Yeah, that's true, and we are absolutely glad to see the reaction of the soldiers, and Zhenya is bringing them in person, and to see the reaction of the soldiers, I think that's priceless.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yes,
why we keep doing it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Together to our shared victory.
See you here next week.
And glory to Ukraine. Bye bye.
Вітаю! Від імені 82-ї бригади дякуємо Георгу Террі та професору Геверсу, а також команді Бандеромобіль та Car for Ukraine за цю машину. Ваша підтримка – це наша мобільність і безпека. Машина вже працює на фронті. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава нації!
Смерть ворогам!